Hello, it's Charlotte here from charlotteohara.ca, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Charlotte. I'm a Squarespace SEO expert, and here I talk all about Squarespace, SEO, web design development, growing your Squarespace website, online marketing, and that sort of thing. And in today's video, I am going to be answering a question that I got asked recently that I thought was a fantastic question and was worth answering here so that everyone could see the answer to that question. And basically the question is SEO and website traffic seasonal? Okay, oh, the sun's like really coming in through there right now. Don't mind my little angel white shoulder here that I have. What a vibe. So yeah, the question is is SEO and website traffic seasonal? And I'm assuming that you mean in general, but are you also talking about for me? So we'll answer it kind of in two parts. First we'll do a general thing, and then if in case that question was about me, and then I'll briefly answer that too. Because obviously I have to center things. This is my blog and YouTube after all. So all right, so here's the answer. Yes, 100% website traffic is going to be seasonal. You think about it, that's the short answer. Yes, of course. There's always going to be peaks and valleys, right? So that's something that I want to dispel, is that it's not always, when you're growing your website, specifically when you're growing your website through SEO, it will not always just be a continuous straight line up, right? Instead, they're naturally, given the type of website you have, sometimes of the year, your website is going to receive more traffic than others. And I mean, with SEO, ideally, you're on a steady trajectory, but there's just natural times when people spend more time on the internet and therefore on your website doing online searches and stuff. So let's kind of break this down, right? So depending on the type of website that you have, the type of brand, the type of business, whether you sell products, services, you're a content creator, first I need you to think about first of all, when are you busy, right? And are there times of the year when you are busy? So I know that in general, everyone talks about if you own a product or something, it's always really busy around Black Friday and the holiday season, right? Because everyone's in a shopping mood. So naturally, if everyone's whipping out their credit card at every turn, then that means that they're buying stuff online, in theory. And that's why you're going to see an increase of traffic around kind of in November and December around the holiday season. But also too, you might have a seasonal business that could be a bit more let's say you're a photographer or something, and you're going to get really much more traffic in the springtime and early summer as people are booking engagement and wedding shoots, or even in the winter time or something, right? So there's going to be natural stuff, or there could be a lot of stuff, a big push in August and September for the whole back to school thing, or back to school, back to work. People have been off on the summer holidays. They're out living their life. They're not just bumming around on the internet as much for some industries, right? And so you just have to think about kind of for you and your brand, your business, whatever, naturally there's going to be times when there is more traffic, right? But we think about this, and this is where SEO can come in and be really helpful, because in theory, our goal should always be to be increasing that website traffic, right? We want to get in front of a wider audience online, meet more of our dream clients, dream customers, that sort of thing. If we're a content creator, we want to be generally building our audience at all times, right? And so you think about it, and SEO can really come into play here, because if you are doing SEO properly, then that means that you're going to be ideally creating more evergreen content, whether it's for a page on your website, blog post, product page, whatever. And that will help to just snowball slowly but surely the traffic to your site. But you need to keep in mind that there are going to be as well these ebbs and flows of where you're going to get much more traffic than others. And then there's also, adding on top of that as well, you have to think about you and your own marketing efforts too, because there's always going to be seasons where you focus a lot more on certain things. So for example, let's say you decide you want to go ham and start guest blog posting or something, right? The more you guest blog post, the more you're going to get backlinks, which sends a lot more traffic your way. So if you have to think about the peak that you're seeing in traffic coming through that way, you have to think about like, was that brought on by me and my marketing efforts, or was that more through like natural traffic that was, or organic traffic that was just being sent through Google, right? You see, but basically like the long story short is yes, website traffic is going to be pretty seasonal, and there will be for sure times of the year when you see spikes or drops off in the traffic, and that's like completely normal as long as it's like trending upwards and you're not like in a bit of a feast or famine mode. Because if you find yourself in a feast or famine where you're like, there's no traffic coming in, like sales are drying up, no one's booking my services, blah, 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 then we got a problem, and we really need to be working like harder on SEO. But if you're thinking like, okay, generally it's trending up nicely, but then there are some peaks and stuff, or peaks or valleys that are like throwing off the numbers a little bit, then again, that's completely normal there. So my friend, before you go, I want to remind you that I do have that Squarespace SEO checklist, which you can download, and it's amazing. I know you'll love it. It's been downloaded by like hundreds and hundreds of people, not even hundreds, literally thousands of people have downloaded it. So you're in great company. It's, again, I've linked to it down in the description box below. And if you have any more questions about, website traffic, any seasonality in it, what the analytics mean, things like that, then feel free to leave me a note down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. But otherwise, if you like the video, please like this video or leave it a comment so I know like what kind of content you want to see more of here on my channel. Take a look at the rest of the videos, and you can even hit subscribe so you don't miss any more of these amazing Squarespace SEO videos coming for you. So this one was a lot more just chatty answering, but in other videos, I like demo the back end of sites and stuff too. So it's a bit more sometimes applied, shall we say. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you again soon in the next video.